Let's get started. Here's my Baroque Griffins set 1. The wing and the bird and the lion's body is just stunning. Griffins are usually symbolic of protection, and this frame has that vibe. Here's my Floral Love Hearts set 1. I'm going to be using this as my background, and on top of it I'm going to demold the busts out of the cameo charms. So here's my cameo charm. You can see the bust right there. So this is what I'm going to pour the resin in only, just taking the main piece out of the cameo charm. I also use Baroque accents. I don't have it here, but you will see it in the pictures. Today, as the background for my frame, I'm using mulberry rice paper. It's from Craft Creatively. And I got this set, and it comes with a few sheets that I think will make a beautiful mulberry collage on my canvas. I'm also using the Mod Podge for this. And let's see these papers one by one. They're stunning florals that complement my creation today. I wanted to layer the molds over this romantic theme of mulberry rice paper collage. And I think I have quite a variety here. So I'm just browsing and showing you the pretty themes that it has. I like the mixed media, the writing that this paper has, and I'm going to cut this out. Here I am, just cutting pieces of my mulberry rice paper. And I'm just putting it together with my Mod Podge. I'm gluing it down. There's my collage coming together. A little bit of writing in the middle. There we go. Bit of mixed media, and here's my frame, all completed. Stunning. I love this background. It really will complement the griffins, and it's going to have that regal look to afterwards put my molds on top. Here's my first griffin, and I'm thinking in this composition I would start with my Floral Love Hearts set 1. So that would be the first one to go down. Then layering my right hand side griffin and my left hand side griffin, and see the piece that I demolded from the cameo charm mold. I'm going to put that as a focal point. See, I just pour the resin to that specific little bit, the bust of it. So lots of ideas with this mold, right? And here's my composition. I'm going to add to it some chipboard. These are wooden filigree chipboard flourishes, but I'm not very sure if these are the ones I'm going to use. I'm just placing the chipboard just to have an idea, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go ahead with this type of wooden filigree chipboard. These flourishes, I don't see the flourishes complementing the Baroque vibe that I want in this project. So I'm just playing with my composition right now and thinking, and just putting it all together so you can see. I'm going to use my heavy gel mat to glue my molded pieces down, and I'm also using Zuri Designs Trio Wax Paste today because I want that Venetian gold and that Bora Bora and that Phoenix Blaze mixed in. Okay, so I decided on a different type of chipboard. You can see my composition a little bit more clear. And today I decided to use Paint Couture Gold Mine to paint my chipboard. So I'm using a little bit of paint in these molds, and I'm going to paint my flourishes, my chipboard flourishes as well, just to give it some color. And yeah, Paint Couture Gold Mine seems to be the most appropriate because it will go alongside my Trio Wax Paste from Zuri Designs. And that's why I'm using this Gold Mine by Paint Couture. Just taking my time here, playing around, painting here and there just to see the contrast of color. Now I'm gonna lay down my chipboard and keep painting it. Doing its painting process, right? I also used Gold Mine on the molds. As you can see here on the bust, I painted the flower and the necklace that goes around the lady's neck. So that looks nice. That's this Gold Mine seems to be nice to put all over the project. Here we are. Now I'm just putting the Trio Wax Paste on my griffins and my hearts. And the next step is using heavy gel mat to glue everything down. I'm not using very thick layers of heavy gel mat because a little bit goes a long way, but I didn't find the need to lay down on the mulberry paper background a very thick layer of heavy gel mat. So I'm gonna put some on my floral heart here, my floral love heart, and now I'm moving on to my chipboard. And this is the direction that I want in my chipboards. I think that looks pretty good, symmetric to how I want to do this composition and how it's going to end up. This is a very relaxing part of the project when you are putting down your heavy gel mat. Now I'm going to put my lady in the middle of the heart. And I love this this cameo charm. There we go. The little bits from it are just gorgeous. Now I'm going to start putting some heavy gel mat on my griffins, just on the parts that is going to be glued down. The griffins do stick out a little bit out of my canvas frame, but that's on purpose as well. So I like the way that I'm layering this composition. There's a lot of empty, like a lot of space around this frame this time around. So for those of you that think that needs space. There's a lot of space in this canvas frame, and the focal points just stand out from it, and they're really symmetric with a empty space. There we are, the composition all laid down. I'm also going to use in this project some darker highlights, and I thought to use some Tim Holtz. He's got oxide inks, and they're very nice, blending it with a blending brush. So you'll be seeing that next. I'm going to make it grunge, the mulberry paper underneath with that oxide ink from Tim Holtz. I'm just drying the project right now so everything stays in place. There's my distress. It's a very nice distress ink, and here I am just spreading it all over the project itself. A little bit towards the bottom there. And we're coming to the end of this project. I'm also going to add some Baroque accents on top of my chipboard. I don't show it on the video, but you can see in the final picture. I hope you have enjoyed this project. Follow me for more projects, and see you soon.